It is April 8th, 2019. We're here at 5578 Red River Drive in San Diego, California, 92120. We previously found roots in the sewer pipe here. We put a camera through the toilet. You can see we've obviously pulled the toilet. And what we have here is a Renzi or Picote from Clog Dog chain knocker system for drain cleaning. Ridges is about to start selling these as well, so we're going to go ahead and put our camera down the line here. So we're starting it right at about 3 feet through the opening. We go across. Here's our T for our vent. We then go down. Here's our combo. We then turn and go across, and then you can see the roots that are all bound up on the wall of the pipe. As we back up here, actually already starting right there. So at that 4 feet away, we've already got roots, and then it continues across, and there's a really big buildup right there, as you can see, for this couple feet. So we're going to go ahead and now put the chain knocker system in. This is a 5/16 cable system, and we have right now on the head is just a 3-inch head on there. They do go ahead and offer a 4-inch, which we have, but we're going to go ahead and first try to see if this will clean up sufficiently or not on this system. So we're going to see if this will pass through these 90s like the camera was able to get out. We need to get this cable caught up to the camera head. So I think what we're going to do already, I can feel this is already tensioning up to get through there. We're going to pull our camera back out all the way. So there's our chain knockers here. So we're now going to go ahead and push this forward, see if this is make. Now I'm assuming, obviously if we get this spinning a little bit, it will probably go ahead and allow this to make this turn down. So we're going to hook up our drill onto the end here. This is a 12-foot long cable. We got a very short one for this specific job. We do have some longer ones as well. Let's see how well. We've got our drill set on our number 2 speed of this 3-speed DeWalt, and our clutch is set at only 3. So okay, you can see that spinning. Made that turn, so it now went down. There it's at the bottom for the last turn we need to try to make. So we're going to go ahead and get some water running through the lavatory sink here. So we have some water running. We should see it coming by the system here shortly. We're going to push our camera forward. There we go. Just a little bit running by. We'll turn the tub on here shortly. Now we need to go ahead and just make sure that we can make this other sweep. Okay, so we've now felt it go forward a little bit more. And there we go. We're now down the pipe. It appears enough, unless we're going the wrong direction, either the camera or the cable. So let's go ahead and pull our camera back here for a second. There's our piece. Push it forward a little bit more. Okay, so there's our push rod, and there's our roots. So we can now see that we have the chain knockers right there at that big ball of roots. So we'll go ahead and leave our camera there. We're supposed to be able to leave the camera. We'll go ahead and turn this on. Go ahead and turn up our speed on here. Okay, so we got a little bit of it chopped up. We're going to go and turn the tub water on. go ahead and put a little bit of water down through the toilet flange as well, our supply line. So we now got a lot of water running. We're kind of losing our view a little bit. Okay, so looks like we've got a big ball of roots attached to this piece. So we're going to go ahead and pause the video, or actually let's leave the video running. We're going to go ahead and shut the water off though. Let's go ahead and see, this is going to settle down. So looks like it's actually attached and caught most of those. But the whole point of the chain knocker system is to go through a smaller pipe, be clean inside the house, but also be able to clean the roots out from wall to wall of the pipe, the whole circumference inside completely, almost like a hydrojetter can. So our water's now stopped. So you can see as I pull back, we're dragging, those roots are kind of caught on the end of that. We don't care if they're caught or get released. Okay, so they kind of released off of there. So again, this is a 3-inch piece on here. So we're going to go ahead and turn the chain piece on. You can see that it's really only expanding out to that 3-inch mark. And so we're going to pause the video now and pull this out and put the 4-inch chain knocker on there to expand it from end to end. Okay, so we've taken off this 2-chain 3-inch knocker and we've put on this 3-chain 4-inch, which has carbide pieces on the end there. So we're going to go ahead and put this down the system now. See how easily this maneuvers again through the elbows beyond here. We may have to run the drill again to get that to drop through. And it looks like that bigger chain is maneuvered part of it. There we go. We're down through there. We're at the bottom piece right now, so let's move our camera to the end. There we go. So we're at that spot where we need to make that turn with the flow. We're now going to go ahead and turn the sink water on. Turn our tub water on. We're going to put on a little bit of the water to our supply line from our toilet. So here's some water coming down. Now I'm going to go ahead and see if we can get this to spin and go the right direction through the system here. Okay. Looks like we're going in the right direction. Got a lot of water right now. We're going to have to slow that down just a little bit. We may have some roots also kind of backing up the line a little bit that's still clogged. So let's see. There's our chain knocker right there. Okay, there we go. So that's our tub water coming into the system. We're going to just leave that in and keep running. So we're going to go ahead and very slowly we're pushing this forward. Going forward very much right now. I don't know if we're just caught on a big ball of roots or if it's still sticking on one of the bends. Okay, we're going to go ahead and stop the water for a minute here. Pulling this back a little bit. Here's our chain knocker. Water's coming out. That's where the tub was dumping in. Again, there's our vertical drop already, so it comes in very quick. So now, from what I can tell, looks like all those roots are gone wall to wall. You can see it looks extremely clean now. I see nothing but pipe there. Now, let's put the camera past that here, because I think we still have a wall of heavy debris right there. Sure enough, there's our really big ball of roots still. So let's go ahead and see if we can push our piece out to there. Okay, we're getting close to that corner, that beginning of that heavy intrusion there. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and turn the water on and then activate the chain knockers here to get these spinning, see if this rips them all out. Might be attached. Again, we don't care if they're attached. The short distance we're on, we'll be willing to pull them out. We're going to shut the water off again. See as we come back if they will drag out or if they're going to keep releasing possibly. So let's let this water subside down a little bit so we can get a better view with the camera here. So we've got some that are attached. Let's see if we can pull these all out. So we're going to pull the camera all the way out because we're already right here at the vertical turn. So pull this up and out. Okay, slowly pull out this cable here. Okay, so you can see there is a huge root right there. Very thick actually. And this is actually really large for under the slab of a home here. That's about a ½ inch root right there. The little 3/8 trail there. My finger next to it here. Kind of hard to show that, but you can see the scale next to the toilet bolts. Okay, so let's go ahead with our camera back down and see if the big ball of roots, the fine ones, and the other piece is still in there, which I'm thinking it should be. I don't think we've gotten all. And there's some residual right there that I think dropped off of the piece. I think we actually are kind of pushing those. Okay, there's the other still ball right there. We still need to attack. So we still have that definitely there in the system. So let's go ahead and pull our camera back out and push our piece back down in again. So we're going to go ahead and pause the video until we get back down there, showing all the stuff we've already shown. Okay, so we got water running and we ran this piece out. Oops, our camera's flip-flopping here. Stuck that big stiff cable in there. Having a hard time sometimes getting by that piece. There we go. I think we're running. Oh, it's flip-flopping still. There we go. Now we're going in the right path. You can see here. Here's where we ran our line out to, and so way past where the roots were. So we're going to turn all the water back on. We don't want this to clog any part of the system. So we're going to actually run the sink, our supply line for the toilet, and the tub's already been running. So we're going to go ahead and back up here with the camera. Again, there you go. There's where we have another dump in, I think, from the other bathroom. there's our other T-junction up to the upper left here. That should be the kitchen water and drain coming into the system, I believe, as well, and the shower stall from the other bathroom. So you can see that's where we had that big, huge clog. So we'll now go ahead and pull back the chain knocker. Well, I wanted to pull the camera back, not lose the image with water, so I think we can pull it back to about there. So this should not affect the camera head. So again, we're supposed to be able to run this. Just got to be real careful that we're not getting too close to the camera head as we slowly come back. So with the water running, it's sometimes a little difficult to gauge, but that's going full there. You can see them spinning, opening, ripping all that out. So we're going to go ahead and pull the camera completely out, and then we'll show it again with no water running. So we're going to go ahead and clean the rest of the pipe out without the camera in there, because we want to come all the way back up and through. So we're going to pause the video. Okay, so we got our cable out, and again, this was the Rense 4-inch with carbide tips on the end. We ripped out this big root to start, huge as you can see. Then we cleaned out the rest of the system. This was again a 12-foot 5/16. We were running a DeWalt drill, flex volt battery, and we'll now go ahead and inspect this 4-inch line. So this is the first 90 through the flange. This is the closet elbow. Here's the vent T in a vertical downturn, and then an immediate another transition T for the combo to head out. So now you can see from wall to wall edge we have no roots left. Almost looks like there's a little bit of water running in the line right there. I wonder if that toilet from the master bath is running. They have it sealed off right now from some remediation, but may have a small leak on that toilet. You can see water constantly coming through there. So now you can see we are all cleaned out. Edge to edge, wall to wall. So we have some general 1/2-inch cables that come in little sections that we've run off our drill. We made an attachment, but it has to kind of bounce all over the place. So these chain knockers are a nice thing because they start small and expand out when you start spinning them. It made it through these turns relatively easy. We do have a 3/8 cable from them. I'm not sure that's so stiff that would work very well for this many immediate 90s that quick. Probably more from a property line clean out on some longer straight runs to clean out some heavy roots. So we're going to push our camera out here. We want to make sure that that big ball of roots made it out as far as we can get this camera out. It chewed them up, so they should have all just gone out. We ran a large volume of water, but we'll just go ahead and keep pushing this out just to make sure that they didn't get stuck. Alright, that was a turn. If it was going to get stuck anywhere, that would be the first spot we would have been worried about. The next spot would be as if this vertical pipe transitions one more time at a property line clean out. So here's our turn, and here's plastic pipe, and there's the property line clean out. Okay, so sorry we have... Okay, our recording went off for a second there because our computer monitor here from Rigid stated that the USB drive was getting too hot or something, or the drive was. We're inside a house, we have a fan running, it's normal temperature, I'm not sure what happened. So I don't think it cut off, but again, that's the ABS. You can see we're out over 60 feet. The roots are all gone. They got flushed out of the entire system. So the line is completely clear and open. So that concludes this recording.